He was sitting next to me on the bus on the way to work. He offered me a piece of his granola bar. I politely refused and told him I was vegan, but I appreciated the offer. He said, "I've been around vegans before. They don't care about granola bars." I told him, "I don't know about all vegans, but I am pretty strict about what I eat." I thanked him for the offer and turned my attention to my phone. I watched a cute cat video on YouTube. It was pretty satisfying. A few minutes later, I feel something on my leg. It was his hand. He puts it on my leg and squeezes it in a playful manner. I don't know how to react, so I turn to look at him and see if it was just an accident. I see him making eye contact with me, smirking and squeezing my leg again. I turn away from him and play with the cat ear headphones I was wearing. I hear him say, "Hey, you look like a nice girl. Do you want to come to my place after work and I'll make you some granola?" I look up from my phone, at a loss for words, but I manage to come up with a no. I see him reach into his backpack and pull out his granola bar. He breaks off a piece and says, "Have some of the good granola." I just look at the piece of granola awkwardly and say, "No thanks." I put my headphones back on and continue watching cat videos and looking at hot dudes on Tinder on my phone. I feel something on my leg again. This time it's his hand. I just look at him and he says, "Come on, it's granola." I look away and take my headphones off. I say, "Look man, I appreciate the offer, but I'm just not that into granola." He chuckles and tries to convince me by saying, "It's gluten-free, it's good for you." I just stare at him blankly. He puts the granola bar on my lap and says, "Take it, it's granola." I put my headphones back on and say, "I don't want your granola." I continue to watch cat videos. He starts making an annoying noise, a groaning noise, and says, "Hey, hey." I ignore him and keep watching a cat video. He continues making noise and I just put my headphones on. I can't really hear them anymore, but I do see him take his hand off my leg, so I take the granola bar off my lap and put it in my backpack. I finish up the cat videos and go on Tinder. I swipe through my matches and see a hot dude I like. I send him a message. "Hey, you look like a hipster but in a cool way. What are some of your hobbies?" He writes back, "I like to snowboard and love to travel. What are your hobbies?" "I like to play board games and watch cat videos. What are your hobbies?" "I like to travel and play the didgeridoo. Oh, and I like to play with trains." That's cool. I look at the granola bar in my backpack. I get a message from him, "Let's get married." I laugh. "I definitely need to get to know you a little more before we get married." "So what do you do for a living?" "I work in a bakery." "That's interesting. What do you like about it?" "I like all kinds of baked goods." "What's your favorite kind?" "My favorite is banana bread, but it has to be vegan banana bread." "What do you like to eat?" "I pretty much like to eat anything." "That's not very specific. What I mean is that I pretty much like to eat anything, but I also eat whatever my girlfriend wants to eat." "What do you do for a living?" "I'm a massage therapist." "What kind of massage?" "I'm a certified sexual therapist." This is definitely something I have to look into. I ask him, "How does that work?" "I help people work out their sexual problems." "That's very interesting." "What are some things that turn you on?" "What do you think?" "Do you like a happy ending?" "Do you want to do that?" "Let's meet for dinner tonight." "That sounds good." I check the granola bar. We decide to get sushi. I like sushi. I think it's pretty good for you and I like it a lot. He starts asking me questions. "What's your favorite kind of sushi?" "I like the normal stuff, like tuna and salmon." "What's your favorite thing to drink?" "I like drinking water." Where do you like to go for your birthday? I like going to the movies and getting large popcorn. What's your favorite movie? I like Blade Runner. Have you seen the sequel to that? No, but I've heard it's good. He doesn't really like Blade Runner. What's the weirdest thing about you? I don't really like eating animal products. He doesn't really ask me anything else. We just eat our sushi. He orders a beer. I don't really like to drink alcohol. Why not? Because I don't like it. He doesn't really take our conversation any further. I hate talking to people. Making conversation is hard. Sometimes I get an idea of what to talk about. Usually I just try to play off of whatever they had last said. I think I could actually get used to getting a massage though. It's definitely on my bucket list. It's just weird how he asked me if I wanted to get a massage. I would assume that he would assume that people like getting massages.